Definition in depth. Today we are talking about the Agpeya, the Book of Prayers. The Agpeya is the Coptic Christian prayer book of the hours. In the Roman Catholic Church, they use a book called Breviary. Breviary is the book of prayers to be recited daily by certain priests and members of religious orders. Agpeya is equivalent to the Shihimo. Shihimo in the Indian Orthodox Church used as the book of prayer. It is another Oriental Orthodox Christian denomination. The Eastern Orthodox Church uses a book of prayer called Byzantine Orologian. However, Roman liturgy of the hours used by the Catholic churches. The Agpeya prayers are popular Christian prayers recited at fixed prayers times, facing the east by both individuals and families at home 7 times a day, as well as for communal prayers as an introduction to Mass at church. This Christian practice has its roots in Psalm 119 verse 164, in which the prophet David prays to God 7 times a day. The hours are chronologically laid out, each containing a theme corresponding to events in the life of Jesus Christ. Brime, about 6 a.m., morning raising of incense. The first hour, or brime, is prayed at 6 a.m. upon waking up in the morning or after the midnight prayers the previous night. It symbolizes Jesus Christ's incarnation and resurrection. Tirth, about 9 a.m. The third hour, or tirth, reminds us of 3 events: Christ's trial by Pilate, his ascension to the heaven, and the descent of the Holy Spirit upon the disciples at Pentecost. Sixth hour, noon, commemorates the Passion of the Christ. Tirth and sixth are prayed before each divine liturgy. Make it a habit to attend the church early. None. The 9th hour, it's about 3 p.m., commemorates the death of the Christ on the cross. Vespers, 5 p.m., evening raising of incense. The 11th hour, or Vespers, is prayed at sunset, again around 5 p.m. It commemorates the taking down of Christ from the cross. Compline, 9 p.m., before bedtime. The 12th hour commemorates the burial of Christ and the final judgment. Tirth, sixth, none, vespers, and compline hours are recited before the Divine Liturgy during Lent and the fast of Nineveh. The sitar or veil is usually recited by bishops, priests, and monks as a form of the examination of conscience. Some individuals and families are also elected to recite it as a part of their daily devotions at home. The midnight praise, prayed at 12 a.m. or in the early morning before dawn. It commemorates the second coming of Christ. The midnight praise consists of 3 watches, corresponding to the 3 stages of Christ's prayer in the Garden of Gethsemane. Follow us on YouTube, subscribe to get more videos, definition in depth.